Welcome back to the Digital Asset Report. Bitcoin is trading near $64,700 while Ethereum is holding close to $1,600. Crypto has struggled to match the recent strength in stocks, with the S&P 500 hitting an all-time high this week on the back of blowout tech earnings. The industry is still processing the Coldcard exploit fallout, while equities digest the ongoing situation in Iran. Let's dive in. The US and Japan carried out a coordinated yen purchase in late July, the first joint intervention between the two countries since 1998. The move came after the yen hit a 40-year low, and Besant has since signaled the U.S. is ready to step in again if needed. Take a listen.
I think it's important to have a framework here, and just to level set here, the framework begins with the strong relationship between President Trump and the Prime Minister, and I have an extremely good working relationship with my counterpart, the Finance Minister Katayama, and I've been going to Japan since, I think, 1989, and have more than 50 or 60 visits here, so I'm well versed. But what's important here is we've been in close contact with our Japanese allies, and they are great allies in the region, both militarily and economically. And we understand that they are making serious efforts to stem the substantial undervaluation in their currency. And, Joe, this is more than just a market intervention. That through our conversations with them, we believe that they are going to continue to put the right policies in place that will lead the yen to get back to more of a normal equilibrium price.
The lead story today comes from Circle. The company has set September 16th as the public launch date for ARC, its new blockchain built for global financial market. BlackRock, DTCC, Mastercard, Visa, ICE, Standard Chartered, and several other major firms will serve as founding validators. BlackRock expects to bring its BUIDL tokenized money market fund onto ARC. DTCC is also exploring how assets held through its securities depository could move onto the network. Other firms are testing uses involving custody, stablecoin access, foreign exchange, payments, and repo markets. This is a major expansion of Circle's strategy. The company is building a financial network around USDC. ARC could connect digital cash, tokenized funds, securities, collateral, and cross-border payments on one system that stays open around the clock. According to Circle's latest earnings, USDC circulation reached $73.3 billion during Q2, up 19% from a year earlier. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo plans to launch tokenized dollar and British pound deposits for corporate clients this fall. The service will run on the bank's own blockchain and support transfers, programmable payments, and settlement around the clock. The first rollout will focus on transactions between US dollars and British pounds, with more currencies planned for 2027. This is the banking industry's direct answer to stablecoins. Both products promise faster transfers and more automation, but tokenized deposits keep the money inside the regulated banking system, giving banks more control over the payment network and the customer relationship. BlackRock is also expanding its tokenized cash business. The firm launched two money market products designed to serve as reserve assets for regulated stablecoin issuers. One adds tokenized shares to an existing treasury fund on Ethereum. The other, called BRSRV, is designed for multiple blockchains and digital asset use cases. Meanwhile, the Senate faces its recess deadline today, with lawmakers set to leave Washington until September 14th. The Clarity Act still has no scheduled floor vote as of recording, and Polymarket currently puts the odds of it being signed into law in 2026 at 15%. Here's Senator Lummis.
When we were together the last time, you said you're hoping that you could actually get this passed before you all leave for recess, which is supposed to be this Friday.
Maria, I don't think we'll be leaving on Friday. I think we'll go into the weekend. There are other bills in addition to the Clarity Act that we need to take votes on before we leave for the August recess. And Clarity is one of those bills. So I do believe that we will get a vote on the Clarity Act and get people on the record. After 11 months of negotiating with Democrats and adding 300 plus pages to the bill at their request, it's just time to get people on the record.
In Europe, Schroders received approval from the Central Bank of Ireland to launch a tokenized share class for a US dollar money market fund. JP Morgan's Connexus platform will support the blockchain transactions. Another major asset manager is moving fund ownership and transfers onto digital rails. On the mining front, Bitdeer signed a 16-year agreement worth about $4.7 billion to turn its Tidal campus in Norway into an artificial intelligence and high-performance computing center. The project will provide 121 megawatts of capacity for NVIDIA-based systems. It's one of the clearest examples yet of a Bitcoin miner using its power and data center assets to build a second business around AI. Security developments also remain quite serious. New analysis of the Coldcard hardware wallet flaw estimates that attackers drained about 1,800 Bitcoin, worth roughly $116 million from more than 5,200 addresses. The weakness affected how some devices generated private keys. Updating the firmware does not repair an existing vulnerable wallet. Users must generate a new seed and move their funds. If you own a Coldcard wallet and haven't done this, CoinKite is advising that you do. The takeaway this week is about control. Circle is building a settlement network, Wells Fargo is tokenizing bank deposits, BlackRock and Schroders are moving cash funds on-chain, and Bitdeer is turning mining power into AI infrastructure. Prices remain cautious, but the competition to build the financial system around digital assets is accelerating. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a like and follow along for more.